What's going on, guys? It's your boy the Markham Knight here. Today's video is going to be all about the Mcfarlane DC Multiverse line and everything that they've revealed to us so far in 2023. So I want to get right into it. We can start with Jay Garrick. Jay Garrick, for the Flash fans, you already know who he is. He's actually the original Flash. Barry Allen didn't come until way later. But this is not the ultimate classic version because he does have blonde hair. Now, that is basically because when Jay Garrick got brought back into the main Flash storyline more recently, he's had blonde hair. The original from back in the 40s did have brown hair, but it's not that big of a difference. And for any of us Flash fans who are collecting this, this is a must-have for your Flash family. So you need Jay Garrick. Then we can move on to Mr. Freeze. This guy looks awesome. He looks really well done. Some of the in-hand pictures haven't looked as good as the promo shots, but again, these figures usually look better in person. So Mr. Freeze is a definite pickup for Batman collectors. Then we got Joker from the Infinite Frontier. Now this guy actually looks really good. That face is on point. Even just the way he's sitting there is on point. And you can head swap this Joker head with any other Joker head that you have in your collection. Mcfarlane's done a lot of Jokers already, so you really need this guy. In terms of just the head sculpt alone, he looks really good. And it looks exactly like the actual material it's based on. Then we got Signal. For those of you who are rounding out your Bat family, you're going to need Signal eventually, and it's nice to get a little more of an obscure Bat family person instead of just kind of the main Nightwing and Red Hood and Robin and stuff like that. So it was nice to get Signal. Then we can move on to Superboy. Now this is Superboy Connor Kent, but this is not the original from the Reign of Superman storyline. This is actually Superboy Connor Kent as he came back in the more recent Young Justice comic book and everything that they kind of did with that there, and they brought him back that way. And I do feel like we are going to get a regular Reign of the Supermen Superboy, because the Death of Superman anniversary is 2023, so I feel like we're going to see a lot of Death of Superman storyline connected stuff. I do feel like we're going to get a lot more of that. So this is something that I'm actually going to wait on a little bit, and hopefully they're going to come out with the original look. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, fingers crossed. So I'm going to wait a little bit on this Superboy, but he does look really good. So let's move on to Batman from Kingdom Come. Now this is actually really exciting because this means we're probably going to get Superman from Kingdom Come, and that also means we're probably going to get Wonder Woman from Kingdom Come, and at least a few of the Kingdom Come figures. And if we get Wonder Woman from Kingdom Come, the funniest thing is that is probably the most closely classic looking Wonder Woman that we're gonna get outside of the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman from 1984. But that Kingdom Come Wonder Woman is gonna be the most classic looking. Kingdom Come was a great storyline. Anyone who hasn't read it, I highly suggest it. It is an Elseworld story, but this guy looks great, so it's a definite pickup. Then we have Catwoman. This is Catwoman from the 90s, from the Nightfall storyline, and from the in-hand images, doesn't look great that she has a bit of a bulge. I don't know why they did that. I don't know. The classic Mattel one looked a lot better than this one. I think I might hold off and hopefully someone fixes the diaper issue. Otherwise, diapers are usually interchangeable, so maybe we can get another diaper and kind of switch them out. But yeah, I think I might hold off on this one. Otherwise, the figure looks really good. It's just that bulge looks a little awkward. Let's move on to Riddler from Arkham City. This Riddler actually looks really good. He looks right out of the video game. Pretty awesome. Anyone collecting Arkham figures, you definitely need the Riddler. Or you can kind of use him. He's not necessarily a classic looking Riddler, but you can kind of sub him in for now because you do know the classic one is going to come out eventually. Let's move on to Shazam from Fury of the Gods. Now some people did start already getting these. I have my pre-order out on Amazon for him. He looks really good, and this gives me hope for all of the future movie stuff, because this face is perfect. Between his face and then the Black Adam Rock face that we got, the Dwayne Johnson, these two figures, perfect facial features. Even the Witcher, the Henry Cavill Witcher that we got, that was really close. So obviously he's doing a lot better. I don't know if he changed his technology or what he did, but it looks really good, and it gives me a lot of hope for the future DC movies figures. Then we got Aquaman from Flashpoint. Now this is a part of a Build-A-Figure. The Build-A-Figure is supposed to be Cyborg. I don't need this Aquaman, I don't need the Cyborg, but that does give me hope for a Superman Flashpoint figure, which was the lean looking Superman, which is about as different as Superman is going to look in any iteration of the character. And hopefully maybe a Wonder Woman would be nice to get that Wonder Woman Flashpoint. We know how much Todd loves to pump out these Wonder Woman figures that are from different storylines that aren't the main classic one. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get either a Wonder Woman or something else. But the Flashpoint was a great storyline. It was really cool. So seeing some stuff come out of that would be pretty awesome. Then we can move on to Deadman. Deadman actually looks really good. I personally don't get why his head is more blue than the rest of his body. The rest of his body has more of a paler, ghosty, like pasty look, and his head is more blue. I'm going to pass on this figure, but anyone who's collecting a Justice League Dark, we already have Swamp Thing, we have a Constantine out there, we have Etrigan the Demon, so if you're collecting Justice League Dark, you have to add Deadman to your collection. But the blue face just doesn't do it for me, and I don't really collect Justice League Dark like that. So I'm gonna pass. Let's move on to Batman Hush. This is exactly why I didn't purchase the black cowl Batman Hush that they released in the 2-pack with the Hush figure. And that's because 1, the elbows were atrocious, 2, the face looked awful. This fixes both of those problems, looks amazing, and if I really wanted the black, I can just paint it black. I would prefer more of a darker blue, but still looks great. I'm definitely gonna pick him up. Batman Hush, easily on my list, one of the top figures. Then we can move on to Calabac. Calabac looks amazing. I love this figure. He is a mega figure. I don't want him to be too huge because I'm sure they're going to make Darkseid somewhere down the line. But getting Calabac is awesome. He looks fantastic. It is a more updated look, but he still looks close enough to the classic figure that no one's going to miss a beat. I love it. I will definitely be picking up Calabac, and hopefully they come out with more new gods. Give me Orion. Give me Light Ray. Give me whoever you want. Give me Mr. Miracle and Big Barda, that'd be awesome. But give me Darkseid, give me Steppenwolf, give me whoever you have. Give me the Furies. I would love to have some Furies. It would be whoever you can get from Jack Kirby's New Gods, bring them all out. I'm there for it. Then we got Batman Gladiator, and a lot of people didn't really understand this one because they assumed that he was just doing some random Gladiator figures. He is not. This does have comic book source material, and it was kind of on that page of the death metal where Batman was riding the Joker Dragon. So if you want a Batman to ride your Joker Dragon, it sounded weird, but if you want that, you can definitely pick this guy up. I will easily be skipping this guy. Death metal wasn't really for me. I don't think it was well done, so it's an easy pass for me. Then we got Batman from DC vs. Vampires. This is a vampire version of Batman. Doesn't make sense. I don't know why they chose Batman. Batman was one of the characters who never got turned. He was killed before he was turned into a vampire, or before anyone could turn him into a vampire. So I don't really know why they did that. I don't understand, but it looks cool. I mean, there have been vampire versions of Batman in different universes and stuff. I think they just want to reuse the Hush body, and I think it's an easy pass for me. But anyone who wants to pick this up and switch the head with the new Hush head and paint it in a little bit, I guess, you could definitely do that. I'm going to pass on that one. Let's move on to Eradicator. Eradicator looks great. He is the newer version of the character when the character returned to the comics. He is not the original Eradicator who came from the Reign of Superman storyline. Again, this is another gold figure that I feel like they are going to just do a re-head, like a new head, and just, there's a custom on Toy Shiz, which looks awesome and seems pretty easy to do. But yeah, this one is not it for me yet. When they do come out with the proper head from the Reign of Superman storyline, I'll definitely be picking that guy up. So then we can move on to Thomas Wayne. This is Thomas Wayne from Earth 2, and this is not just, although it is Arkham video game skin, it is not just based on the video game. This actually does have precedence in the comics. So we do have Thomas Wayne from there. I don't care about Earth 2 unless he's planning on doing an entire line of Earth 2 with Val Zod and everything. I don't really feel the need to pick this up ever. So I'm going to pass on that guy. Then we have the Fulcrum Abominus. This is kind of like a Megazord of the DC, Superman, all that stuff. They kind of joined up and created like this weird Power Rangers-like machine. and they teamed up together, and they were all in different parts of the body, controlling those parts of the body. Easy pass for me. I mean, in order for this thing to properly be to scale, it would have to be massive, like 3 feet tall or something like that, or 2 feet tall at least. Easy pass for me. I'm definitely not picking that guy up. Don't have any relation to him, don't care about him whatsoever. Again, part of the storylines that lasted maybe 2, maybe 5 different pages, and that's about it, and you don't see him again. So easy pass for me. Finally, I want to talk about some of the New York Comic Con reveals that they did. The 2 ones that really stood out to me were the Page Punchers. This is the Aquaman. You got Ocean Master, Black Manta, and Aqualad. Easy pass for me. For those of you who don't know what the Page Punchers is, Todd McFarlane basically wants to do his own design on stuff. So they design figures and then they create comic books around those figures. So these past Page Punchers they've done, these weren't actual designs from the comics. These were designs that Todd made, and then they wrote a comic about it to kind of work those into the storyline to give people some sort of source material they can connect to it. So these are easy misses for me. I'd rather wait for the real ones to come out or for the movie figures to come out. Speaking of movie figures, the final thing I wanted to talk about is the Dark Knight trilogy, the Christopher Nolan trilogy that was kind of revealed to us at New York Comic Con. We see that there's Scarecrow, obviously there's Batman, there's Heath Ledger's Joker, you have Two-Face, and then their Build-A-Figure becomes Bane. I hated The Dark Knight Rises, so I'll probably sell that Bane Build-A-Figure, no problem. Everything else was fantastic. The first 2 movies were great. Dark Knight is still my favorite comic book movie of all time, and Batman Begins was a great start to a great series. But anyways, guys, that is my preview for 2023 for DC Multiverse by Mcfarlane.
This is the Markham Knight, and I need you to like, comment, and subscribe.